Hello everyone, I am Frida Ordinario and you're watching Eagle News International Switzerland Edition. These are interesting times. For our headlines, growth of startup companies in France, Lufthansa invests on new aircrafts, Eaglenews.PH holds worldwide walk in Europe and Africa to fight poverty. In lifestyle, the concert hall Elbphilharmonie in Hamburg, Germany, a hike to the Ari Gorge in Bern, Switzerland. Again in Switzerland, a feature of the famous chicken in the basket in Canton Uri. In sports, FIFA fines Russia for discriminating cheers during a friendly game in St. Petersburg. In technology, Audi's plan to sell battery electric and hybrid-powered cars. Just after Emmanuel Macron became president, the world's largest business incubator for startups, Station F, built their mega campus inside a former freight railway depot in the southeast of Paris. Station F is founded by Xavier Niel, a telecom billionaire and ally of the president. He then put Roxane Varsa, a 33-year-old former startup advisor at Microsoft in France, as the director of Station F. She points out that France's startup scene did not start with Macron being in the Élysée Palace, but recognizes the president's interest in technology has raised awareness, ideation, and investment. Varsa also mentioned that there are now more entrepreneurs and investors who are interested in starting a business or bringing back their businesses in France. The ecosystem of Station F consists of around 2,000 startup companies coming not only from France but also from the United States, Britain, China, and India, investors as well as corporate partners such as Facebook and Microsoft. Station F keeps the horizon open while looking into different sectors such as artificial intelligence, gaming, environment, medical. Macron aims to be a world leader in AI and deep tech. His first policy was to make it easier for companies to dismiss and employ. Next steps for him is to lower corporate tax rates and get rid of exit tax on companies who move their assets to foreign land. These initiatives were very much acknowledged by the world's biggest tech firms by showing interest in investing in France. Lufthansa invests on new aircrafts. More about this story from Jay Tomas.
The Lufthansa Group will order up to 16 aircraft from Airbus and Boeing in a deal valued at $2.5 billion. A 320neo is one of the best-selling planes in the market, which Lufthansa plans to order. Due to delivery delays, Lufthansa plans to order up to 6 older versions of the jet A320neo. With the first quarter earnings, they will offset the cost for expanding its budget Eurowings brand following the collapse of Air Berlin. Its supervisory board approved the investment of $2.5 billion. The order includes 2 Boeing 777-300ER long-haul aircraft for Swiss, which will increase its fleet from early 2020 and expand its route. Meanwhile, 2 Boeing 777F will replace Lufthansa Cargo's MD-11 aircraft with the aim of reducing fuel consumption, noise, and costs. Lufthansa Group expects the delivery by 2022.
Worldwide walk in Europe and Africa to fight poverty. Ebi Ordinario with the report.
A worldwide event was held by the Church of Christ, or Eaglenews.PH, and the Felix Y. Manalo Foundation on May 6. Hundreds of thousands of people around the globe gathered in various locations to march together and raise awareness about poverty in Africa and to continue to support in providing food and medical assistance for those in immediate need. Amongst the 358 sites, 44 different countries, and 8 different time zones, several sites were also established in Europe and Africa. People from all over Europe and Africa arrived at the different sites early morning to take part in the second worldwide charity walk.
It's truly a great atmosphere to be here, and not only was the weather great, but the energy of the brethren of the Eaglenews.PH here in the Netherlands and even parts of Germany. They joined, although it was early in the morning, they drove here. Some of them even drove from many distances or many miles just to get here. But during the walk, you can feel the energy and the enthusiasm of everyone who joined and participated in this walk.
In an official attempt to set several Guinness records for Charity Walk, each participant was given a wristband after registering to join the charity walk. The wristbands were then collected at the finish line and were submitted to Guinness for evaluation. It was not only members of the Church of Christ who participated in the charity walk. Among the walkers were friends and guests of some members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo.
It was an amazing. Everybody was happy about the walk. Everybody was willing to walk with us, the children, the women, the elderly. I was amazed even the disability one. Yeah, there was a man who was disabled and he was willing to walk with us all the way from the church up to here. 1.5 kilometers, it's not a joke for a person who is walking with crutches.
J'ai appris que l'Église du Christ a organisé une marche pour lutter contre la pauvreté dans le monde. Et j'ai voulu donc tout de suite participer car c'est quelque chose qui me tient à cœur et je trouve que si le monde entier faisait quelque chose pour lutter contre la pauvreté, je pense qu'il y aurait beaucoup moins de pauvres dans le monde entier.
Proceeds from this charity walk will be used to build eco farms to provide not only food but also much needed jobs in a region where the unemployment rate is ranked one of the highest in the world.
Hello, I'm Yvonne Thomas and once again welcome to our Lifestyle News. In this show, we will travel to different countries and explore more of what to discover in and around continental Europe and Africa. Here are our today's topics. Let's travel to Hamburg, Germany and learn more about the Elbphilharmonie, a hike to the Aare Gorge in Switzerland, and a taste of delicious chicken in the German region of Switzerland. Hamburg, one of the biggest cities in Germany, also known as the gateway to the world. Let's learn more about the city when it comes to one of Germany's most admired cultural projects of the century. Here's Kirk J. Müller with the story.
An interesting fact about Germany is that it has numerous landmarks that are definitely worth visiting. One of those landmarks is the Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall, and it can be discovered here in Hamburg, Germany.
It is located at the historic port of Hamburg, the largest port in Germany, and also known as the gateway to the world. The Elbphilharmonie has two main concert halls. The Grand Hall is considered the heart of the Elbphilharmonie. It can accommodate up to 2,100 guests. The architecture of this hall was inspired by the so-called vineyard style. And the Recital Hall is a multi-purpose space, ideal for chamber music, jazz, solo recitals, and the world music. And it has a seating plan for 550 people. As one of the advantages of its location, the Elbphilharmonie has a public viewing platform that offers an amazing 360-degree view of the city and the harbor. But let us also take a look at how it all started. Back in 2003, a project developer named Alexander Gerard, together with the Swiss architects Herzog and Dumoulin, agreed on designing a new concert hall on top of the old Kaispeicher, an old warehouse building. 4 years later, the foundation stone was laid. Did you know that the estimated construction time of the Elbphilharmonie was 3 years? However, it actually ended up taking 10 years instead. Even though it took long to build it, the Elbphilharmonie has now become one of Germany's most themed cultural projects of the century. To put it in the words of Hamburg's former mayor, Olaf Scholz, the construction of the Elbphilharmonie is an invitation to the world to come to Hamburg to visit this extraordinary building and to experience the power of music.
So make sure to put it on your bucket list and make sure to visit it when you're here in Hamburg, Germany. Reporting from Hamburg, Germany, I'm Kirk J. Müller and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Kirk. Looking for a great hiking destination? Let's travel back to Switzerland, the land of astonishing natural beauty, where Kathleen Fanner will take you on a trip to the Aare Gorge.
When you hear of Switzerland, you normally imagine the Swiss Alps and its mountains. Join me today as we explore the narrow valley between the mountains here in Aarschluck, Switzerland. The Aare Gorge is one of many gorges in Switzerland. It is located in central Switzerland, right next to a small town called Meiningen, which is about 1.5 hours drive from Zurich. The area used to be completely covered in glaciers, but because of the rise of temperature throughout the years, the melting water from the glaciers then carved out 7 gorges, of which the Aare Gorge has been preserved best and has been open to the public since 1888. The Aare Gorge has a length of 1,400 meters. Whereas the narrowest area is 1 meter wide and the widest area is 40 meters wide. It takes about 11 minutes for the water to flow through the gorge, which means the average speed of the water on the surface is about 2 meters per second. Thanks to the constructed pathways along the gorge, one can follow the flow of the river from one end of the gorge to the other. It's a fun 40-minute walk for the whole family with the beautiful sights to be seen. Make sure you add this breathtaking gorge to your bucket list when you visit Switzerland. I am Kathleen Fanner, I'm 1 with 25.
Let's stay in Switzerland, where Frida Ordinario will take you to the German region of Switzerland to have a taste of delicious chicken. Hi, I'm Frida Ordinario. Join me today as we go to a little town called Attinghausen to eat some delicious chicken. Attinghausen is located about an hour away from Zurich when you are traveling by car. While traveling, you will pass by the beautiful sceneries of the Canton Schwyz and Canton Uri. And before you even notice, you have already arrived at the Puliburg in Attinghausen. The word Pule means chicken and the word Burg means castle. Puliburg is known to serve a delicious chicken in a basket, which draws people from all over Europe to taste it. The reason for its delicious taste lies in the recipe of the sauce that it is being served with. Many have tried to guess the ingredients: butter, paprika, pepper, but are left in mystery. If you are around the area, make sure you visit the Puliburg, which can only be found in Attinghausen. It is guaranteed to give your palate a new experience and will want you to visit Switzerland at least once a year. I hope you enjoy the chicken as much as I did. This is Frida Ordinario. I am 1 with 25. Thanks, Frida. I hope you enjoyed our stories and join us again next time for more lifestyle news from continental Europe and Africa. I am Yvonne Thomas and I am 1 with 25.
Hi, I'm Kyle Macalino bringing sports and technology news. On March 27th, during the football match Russia vs France, some spectators made monkey chants directed to the French players. FIFA investigated video footage and decided to give Russia a 30,000 Swiss francs penalty, recognizing the gravity of the incident. Russia has committed to act against racism because of the upcoming World Cup, which they will host. There have been some incidents before this, but luckily seldom. It cannot be completely avoided because it's a human reaction, says Chief Executive of Russia's local World Cup, Alexei Sorokin. FIFA confirmed that if there will be any racist abuse during matches, referees will have the authority to pause the game and warn the audience to stop any discriminatory actions and even up to a cancellation of the game. Audi plans to overhaul leading electric car seller Tesla and improve their image from the emissions cheating scandal by selling about 800,000 electric and hybrid power vehicles by 2025. Thanks to their parent, Volkswagen's new modular electrification toolkit, Audi will release more than 20 new electric models. They did not mention how many of them will be fully battery or hybrid driven. Audi does not have a fully electric model yet, but they were able to bring 16,000 semi-electric vehicles to the market last year. To fund the electric car push, Audi has made an investment program valued about 40 billion euros and cancelled the production of the two-door version of their A1 and A3. That's all for today's sports and technology news. I am Kyle Macalino and I am one with 25.
That is today's Eagle News International Switzerland edition. Thank you for watching. Join us again next time as we bring news that matters to you.